Getting to another location to attend a meeting takes time, but is that reflected in your calendar? I'm David Stiernholm, and in this, the 601st episode of Done, I'll share why you should book travel time in your calendar and how to do it. But first, another summer vacation is approaching rapidly, but don't let the stress take over. On the Structure blog right now, I give you some simple tips for a smooth landing and a more enjoyable holiday. You'll find a link there in the show notes. Being late for a meeting is not ideal. Neither is rushing and arriving sweaty. Or getting stuck in unexpected traffic, not getting anywhere and watching the minutes tick by faster than you wish. At least I want to avoid it. Even if we have countless digital meetings that are only a few clicks away, many of us also need to take into account the fact that it may take some time to get to the next meeting. You have the meetings in your calendar, of course. But should you also book the time it takes to travel to the meeting? I think so. If the time is more than a few minutes, let's say 15 minutes, and if you have found yourself in a situation where you must arrive somewhere far away at the last minute, if it requires a short trip, a drive, or a walk a couple of blocks, I include the time I need for transportation. In the macOS calendar, you can specify the travel time you need in the meeting booking, which will be automatically added. Unfortunately, Outlook and Google Calendar don't have this function. Microsoft had it in their plan for Outlook on the web about a year ago, but it hasn't been implemented yet and has disappeared from the plan when I checked recently. Therefore, you're left with adding travel time as separate bookings before and possibly after the meetings where it is needed. If you find it cluttered and messy with a mix of meetings and travel times, give the booking its own color so that you can easily see what is what. If it's a more extended trip and you use a travel management service like TripIt, which I do, you can automatically add travel time for trains, flights, and other modes of transportation to your calendar. Do this. If you want to make sure you have enough time to get to meetings that are far away, go through your calendar for the next few months and look for meetings you must travel to. Add the estimated time it will take to get there. Of course, this may change as you book other meetings just before, so you may not end up where you initially thought you would be, but you can adjust as needed. If you know you need it, set a reminder in the travel time booking to alert you when to leave and get going, so you don't have to keep track unnecessarily. Because by adding the travel time you will need to get to your meetings in your calendar, you will have less stress in the future. Your day will be less pressured and you will have more control over your schedule, reflecting reality better. Do you book travel time in your calendar? If so, how? Please write to me and tell me. Since a listener asked me about this last week, this is a detail that interests me right now. So please email me at david@stiernholm.com. Thanks for today, and I'll talk to you again next week.